Invisible Inheritance has reached the end of Season 3. 3 seasons, 15 episodes. We started with How You See, the lens that was installed before you knew you had a lens. We went to the father, to the mother, to money, to failure, to the body, to relationships. And this season, we went further. Time, country, culture, the body as a position, the present we are still living. What runs through it all? Invisible Inheritance is what was installed before any choice. It's the air we breathe. And seeing the air, even if never completely, even if imperfectly, even with the imperfect tools that we are, changes what is possible to choose. The inheritance of time. What remained? The idea that we are not just children of our family, we are children of our time. And that this inheritance is as real as any other, even if harder to see. The inheritance of country. What remained? Many people recognize the relationship with authority as a national inheritance, and how it operates in professional and relational hierarchies in ways they had never named. The inheritance of culture. What remained? This was the episode that divided the most, and that stuck the most. The idea that cultural inheritance operates in everyone, in different directions, and that the work is to examine without defense and without collapse. The inheritance of the body. What remained? The idea that the body as a historical position is inheritance as much as anything else, and that the relationship with one's own body can be examined and reclaimed. The inheritance of the moment. What remained? The validation that navigating uncertainty with incomplete information is the normal condition of human action, and not a defect of this specific time. What changed in you by making this season? Of the 5 collective inheritances, which was the most difficult to examine, and why? Is there something you recognized about yourself that you weren't expecting? Invisible Inheritance. Season 4 exists in the mind, and it goes to the most intimate territory of all, spiritual and existential inheritances. What was passed on about the meaning of life, about what happens after it, about what a well-lived life looks like, about faith, about doubt, about the sacred and the secular. Visible Choice. Season 3 also exists, and it goes where VCS2 ended, to what it means to build not just a life more yours, but a presence in the world more yours. How to act with the clarity that all these series have tried to create. 3 seasons of Invisible Inheritance. And now with all of them behind, the question that remains is not, where did I come from? That already has enough of an answer. The question that remains is, with everything I know about my family, about my time, about my country, about my culture, about the body I inhabit, about the moment I exist in, what do I choose to do? That is the question of visible choice. That continues. That doesn't end. That is the work of a lifetime, done with more clarity, with more honesty, with more compassion than would have been possible before we named what was invisible. Inheritance is the context. Choice is the story you write within it. That is Invisible Inheritance. 3 seasons. 1 idea. What was installed before any choice, and what you can do when you finally see it. Yindi, EP07, Closing 2 S3, Invisible Inheritance S3.